Well, they did it. They created another boss in a Souls-like game that finally drove me insane. I have to rant a little about Messmer the Impaler, I'm sorry, Base Serpent Messmer, a new boss in Elden Ring's new DLC, Shadow of the Erdtree, which is amazing by the way, I highly recommend it. I've been playing it all week, and it's just one of the best DLCs I've ever played in my life, from one of my favorite games of all time. And the rumors are true, this is a game that really ups its difficulty compared to other games, compared to like the previous Souls-likes, and also like the previous base game of Elden Ring. A lot of the bosses are really hard, especially Romina, which gave me a pretty damn hard time, but it was actually way easier than Messmer the Impaler. This is a boss that's gonna give me nightmares for an entire week. He is as charming as a rattlesnake in a sleeping bag, and honestly, I really enjoyed this battle. I think his design is so cool, and it provided a lot of moments to better myself, to improve my dodges. But that's like the issue of the boss, is that it doesn't matter how leveled up you are, how many scattered tree fragments you collect, he is still gonna give you a hard time. And that's, I guess, what makes this DLC so fun. It's like punishing, but not as much as you're gonna drive him insane. I think that if you practice long enough, and if you've been playing these games for as long as I have, you're probably gonna beat him eventually, but it did take me a long time, probably like close to 2 hours to beat him, but it still provided a fun time. I'm gonna show some clips from the battle to like show you guys what I mean. But I really, really hated this guy so much. Messmer the Impaler. Oof. Right off the bat.
Stripped of the grace of gold, shadow of death, in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Yeah, I was totally unprepared for that fight. I need a... God, that delayed attack, again. What the hell is that, dude? What the heck is wrong with Messmer? Dude, he's broken, dude. This boss is completely broken. Got him. Finally figured it out. Run! Okay, that's easy to avoid. Just gotta be careful. Oof. What kind of move is that? Freaking dance. That's it. I'm done with this guy. There were several attacks that were kind of easy to dodge in the beginning and then with experience, but he has two attack combos that feel like a root canal without anesthesia. Like, for example, there's one where he just jumps in the air, he attacks twice, then he does like a spear combo, jumps again, slams the ground, and then spears come out of the ground. And if you just get caught in that attack, it's absolutely done. He has a similar combo which is less moves, but I feel like 6-7 moves is just kind of one that really, really pissed me off. And especially, and Romina had several moves like that, but I feel like in the end it was kind of better. And I have to say, like, my build was probably not the best. I didn't have the best stats or like a lot of the power-ups you have to do. I did use the Mimic tier summon, but I still had a hard time, and that lets you know how hard this boss is. I honestly have a lot of respect for Elden Ring players who never use summons, because that shit is hard. I can't see why this DLC is making people so angry. But I have to say that he is a pretty fun boss. I honestly loved it, but I just had to rant because of how difficult it was. He's probably like top 4, I guess. I don't know if Souls-like games, but he's definitely in the top like 2 or 3 of the hardest Elden Ring bosses in the game. So yeah, anyways, that's everything I wanted to say for now. I just wanted to rant about this boss, and also like a preview of my thoughts on the DLC overall. I just absolutely love it. I love the difficulty. I feel like the way that people are complaining about the DLC's difficulty, it just doesn't make any sense. I feel like it's like pretty on par with previous Souls-like games, but I can understand why some people, compared to the first Elden Ring, are having a hard time, especially with bosses like Romina or Messmer. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much everything, so I'll see you guys around.